I think most people growing up nowadays have the dreams of becoming a YouTuber, Twitch streamer, or even a famous TikToker. But MrBeast is one of those very special cases from his drive starting at a young age before YouTube was even a proper career. Driving tens of billions of views, almost 100 million subs, and now more YouTube channels than literally streaming platforms I know, leads up to going into a deep dive on the rise of one of YouTube's most influential and biggest creators. Hi there, I'm Scrubbing and hope you guys will enjoy this video. Feel free to like and subscribe if you guys enjoy these types of videos, and if anything, comment down below your favorite MrBeast video of all time. From a young age, MrBeast always had a huge fascination with YouTube, stating time and time again that once he realized this is a potential market, and by watching other content creators at the time, that this is the only thing he could ever go and see himself doing with his life. Starting off when hearing a YouTuber at the time had their revenue hacked and leaked and shown online and was actually making over $300,000. Now with that number, I'm sure most of you guys would probably agree that even a YouTuber back in the day could even make that much money. This obviously was shocking to him, and just kind of shocking how much money content creators could even make, and with all that, he began his massive fascination of content creation. Now after years of work, over 200 million total subscribers to his channels, videos instantly going viral after every upload, and massive viral hits such as MrBeast Squid Games reaching even my own grandma, all of his hard work throughout the years has finally paid off. Although while this massive YouTube star has made waves and set trends, it wasn't always a happy story built with instant success. While many people chasing their dreams, and I know with me doing around 2,500 YouTube videos at this point alone just this past year, while also streaming up on Twitch, so when I go checking it out, have basically kind of go and show that chasing your dreams are not easy, and as well, also not guaranteed. MrBeast, or Jimmy Donaldson, dedicated his entire young adult life with obsessing over YouTube. As you watching may know, back even a few years ago, assuming or even getting a career on YouTube was just seen as childish, dumb, and unreliable. Parents barely understand that social media can even pay money, let alone is actually seen as a somewhat lucrative job. And as well, children only seeing the success of bigger content creators such as the Logan Pauls, MrBeast, Casey Neistats, or whoever is not a good sign. And with all these such huge major controversies too as well with the media, such as the media world and YouTube world doing adpocalypses, everyone was very highly skeptical of basically the longevity and stability of being a content creator, especially as a job. Plus, at least for him, for MrBeast, living in a small town in North Carolina, had his addiction to YouTube seeming just a little bit weird. While people back in the day used to enjoy watching YouTube videos, no one really enjoyed the idea of living that lifestyle, being hyper fans, watching every single content creator and your favorite content creators the second they go live, the second they make a brand new video, or seeing like buying merch, seeing their tours and everything like that. And not many folks usually are like to be able to go dedicate that when they're younger as well. And the idea of growing content, making content, and growing an audience definitely kind of seems somewhat foreign, especially if you go and factor in 10 years ago. And this is basically the point where, well, sadly a lot of people thought that MrBeast was a little bit of a weirdo. So for this, there was a lot of a big addiction when it comes to YouTube. And while some people may say that's a good thing, at the time, some people may say it might have been a bad thing. And here's all the bad going on over here. With this addiction, he turned to finding a lot more friends online with more of a similar structure. So spending every single moment he can, from the second he woke up until the second he went to bed, in online calls with friends, studying every single aspect of every single video about YouTube. Everything about what would make a video go viral. When did the people stop watching videos? When did he stop watching videos? Why would he want to click on a certain video? And he used all this different type of strategies and watching his favorite content creators and seeing this living live and live and live day after day after day, he started to go use this to start building up his videos. His start is definitely what you'd expect most of smaller content creators, especially of his age. And funny enough, his very first ever video is a Minecraft clip, which in turn started his video consistently more so on the channel itself. It's kind of basically set up the very first trend of the YouTube channel. had various Minecraft clips and mods being showcased, which at the time is also somewhat smart because it does go and show that that's a widely searched topic, with people also trying to find somewhat more on the side niche topic that other people may not have already covered, which is kind of honestly got the very first kind of showcase of his initial brilliance. Which also would make a lot of good sense too, because as of right now, his gaming channel has a very big both fondness as well as closeness with Minecraft creators, as well as making specifically fun and modded Minecraft gameplay, where even some of the most recent videos too as well have just had massive mods flown on in, just basically going and pushing Minecraft to the big limits. And all that kind of goes and puts a little bit of a wholesome spin onto it, because it does actually take him back to his roots, and he still is very loyal to the roots as of now. And this basically also goes and segues into other various content too from his main channel originally. This starts off with then Pokemon, then off into commentaries, then him trying to go explore the different niche of doing top 10 videos with mainly with some gameplay in the background. But the real viewership started to slowly come on in when he began and started making more YouTube focused content. So some various old school videos for that, such as how much money PewDiePie makes, Optic Nade Shot got hacked way back in the day. But before, as we mentioned before, he basically found out how much money content creators can make, and that's when things got really interesting. Finding success on the PewDiePie video, he even branched into talking about other content creators such as KYR Speedy, Sidearms and the Crew, Sky Does Minecraft, Cap'n Sparkles, and if you guys have been around for YouTube for a very long time, some of these names even might still even seem familiar, with many of them amassing over 10 million subscribers. Once the initial focus got more fine-tuned and he was developing his style, the combination of both real life and online MrBeast gets a whole lot more interesting. While you can imagine a kid who's spending all of his days researching, watching, and talking about YouTube doesn't really seem to have much more drive than other things such as school, and that's where a lot of the hard decisions began happening. This is what we like to go and call the MrBeast all or nothing approach. MrBeast was shaped with a big dilemma in life, which a lot of gamers and content creators already know as scary, and that is the real life itself. Faced with a lot of skepticisms from his mother and from everyone else in his life, MrBeast did an all or nothing approach, which in hindsight was probably one of the smartest decisions he's ever had a chance to make. Talking about how much he hated school and all he ever wanted to do was make YouTube videos gave him that desperate drive you need. It's kind of when you're backed into a corner, and this story is a very shocking one that he's had a chance to go and tell many times. This is right around the same time as his YouTube channel finally beginning to develop into something uniform and actually becoming a proper, job. And this is also becoming a very small cusp of becoming profitable and making money and doing something with big astronomical growth. And I'm not sure many of you guys have known, when it comes to content creation, sometimes that one big viral hit is all you need. His mom actually ended up giving him an ultimatum. She either said, go back to college or move out and live on your own. Which, to someone who, my own self, was streaming back on Twitch back in 2012, and having a mom and dad who had the same mindset, and both the concern and lack of understanding on the potential on the social media side, I understand. You can't just go and bet all on the internet till you die. And although he did sign up, MrBeast did what any normal person would do. He just ended up stopped going to school after his mom made him. 2 weeks in, he just started acting like he was going to college and committed to just grinding YouTube instead in secret. Working on scripts in the car, editing videos, then coming home just to literally upload his next brand new YouTube video. And although, as we mentioned before, this approach happened right at the right time and right at the right place. With the prior years of experience and finally formulating a video style that fits him and his community, he was able to tell his mom, own up to his drive, and thankfully with that, had one of his largest months of over $20,000 earned in just that 1 month alone, which as I'm sure you guys can probably know is almost more than most doctors and lawyers. And with that paycheck, he was finally able to go and move out and start his own grind. Although I always myself have to go tell folks having a backup plan is important, and then him dedicating his last few months of giving it all is an absolute Chad move, and thankfully it did go work out immensely because they ended up growing up to what it is as of now. Although, just on my own side note to you, this is a 1 in a million, and this is someone who put in multiple hours and already had somewhat of a fan base too as well. We're also receiving views on top of that, so any kids out there or youngins out there, make sure you guys are a little bit more careful when it comes to content, especially for someone who's been in there for the past 10 years. Although you have to give a lot of credit, I don't think I'd ever be able to go and lie to my mom to her face and tell her how I'm going and working, whether I'm making a YouTube video like this or streaming on Twitch, because, well, I'd be a little bit scared of what would happen if it didn't go and work on out. Although famously though, he did have to go and beg his mom to even go and help him with his homework, and I think that goes to go and showing how much he actually fully hated going to college. But as of right after that, really big kind of flipped the switch where he finally had his very first big month on YouTube. This is where things started to get very interesting for MrBeast. The rise to stardom. The one big thing for MrBeast during his proper rise is the idea of constantly reinvesting. He kept on both reinvesting his time and then eventually his money to make his content unique. One of the very, very first viral hits when it came to his channel, which is where he invested the first major thing, which is time. This video grew to a huge virality by just simply counting to 100,000, which ended up actually taking him over 40 hours, and due to how YouTube was before, had to literally be sped up just to be able to go and put the entire video into one segment, because at that time YouTube only allowed you to even have a 24-hour upload in the first place. But at that point, people were both very intrigued, but also somewhat concerned. Why would someone do this to themselves? Why is this a thing? What Dumbo does this? And all of these kind of sparked to the rise of the early virality. If you were to watch his videos from 3 to 4 years now compared to now, you can notice that the concepts are there, but are full on nowhere near full productions as they are now. But this sparked a lot of people's interest. Why is this guy doing this? Is he weird? Is he dumb? From there, videos trying to break glass with megaphones, microwaving dry ice, and one of the most famous, watching It's Everyday Bro for 10 hours straight, led him to finally going consistently viral online. With his early, and also somewhat strange, niche style of videos, people grew to love Jimmy, and over time, the MrBeast crew. Many of these videos consistently hitting over 1 million views, and with the growing brand of his friends joining on in, led to a super strong fan base. Some of the cross-promotion through the obscene acts, such as saying Logan Paul 100,000 times, with the established Logan Paul fan base, led to the double whammy of viral hits. Mixed in with other trending topics, such as fidget spinners, Dude Perfect parodies, and more, led to his channel taking off. But once again, the idea of trying to keep one upping and upping and upping and upping and constantly reinvesting into his YouTube channel took him truly to the next level. With all the success in viewership, the one universal thing is, you make money. Ads alone on a video can make YouTubers millions upon millions of dollars, and for creators such as MrBeast, they kind of somewhat notice, especially if you guys remember back in his early career. But one major big thing besides just ads on videos is brand deals. There was a really big ongoing channel meme for the channel called Quid, where actually, if you guys remember those videos, actually sparked up a lot of intriguing concepts on its channel, which was giving away money. One of the initial 2 series that really started off his philanthropic life was him giving out $10,000 to a homeless man. Both with a wholesome and nice story behind it. Initially, the video was actually sponsored, and as he was trying to go and push for the sponsor and the video itself, he actually literally begged the sponsor to go and give that extra little baby bit of budget, moving it from $5,000 to $10,000 just because it would make it look nicer in both a thumbnail and a title. And while of course that's really, really nice, it's also just kind of goes to show that sometimes he just had a really good business sense. But it's also had a really good community reaction. It was good entertaining content, and it was also changing someone's life for the better. And as well, somewhat doing the unusual, because that really doesn't happen too much in the day-to-day. And with all this mixed together, it led to an instant viral success. That, and then also using the same exact format, which you guys may have seen, was also donating to Twitch streamers. Both together haven't really also been done too often at the time, which has also led to that really nice giving away money niche. Although, that didn't fully come together until a few more videos after this format, but one of the really big, larger hits that really took him to stardom was the Surprising My Pizza Delivery Man with $10,000 video, which actually also added one more piece of the puzzle, the randomness element to it, where someone is doing their normal job, getting randomly roped into some hijinks, and then everyone leaves happy. Same with the Twitch donations, although Twitch donations led to the next and almost last step in the MrBeast game show format, challenges. And this helped the channel grow to what it is as of today. Starting with the original squad of friends competing amongst themselves in order to win money, this led to many iconic channel moments with last to leave circle challenges, last to keep hand on insert whatever, last to do blank, which evolved to mega viral basically hit TV show videos like Fear Factor and other aspects, with people falling in love with reoccurring members on the channel, with some of whom who have been the background and side characters for years, about both the channel memes as well as a long-term viewer commitment. People showed up every episode to see their favorite member won, or if Chandler ended up losing what yet again. People grew committed. This, along with the start of the subscribe to PewDiePie meme, which ended up actually having a huge YouTube community backing as well, with a lot of community support, blowing up their channel, which led to a lot of different attention, both from YouTubers and the YouTube community alike, with loads of folks in PewDiePie themselves, and even PewDiePie bringing mention and giving them shoutouts on the channel. Basically, this is where MrBeast became a YouTube viral sensation. Throughout all this, thankfully, as the videos keep evolving, keep on getting better and better and better, and he does keep on one-upping himself more and more and more, with more proper sponsors, more proper production crews, and everything else, we kind of go and see the massive beast that MrBeast himself is growing into. With hitting over almost nearly 100 million subscribers by the time we made this video, this also led MrBeast to expanding into other stuff. Gaming, where he originally started at Minecraft and then ended up doing Minecraft challenges. Reacting, where he's now part of his initial channel growth too as well, where he reacted to a lot of different things such as PewDiePie's income and all around gaming news drama. Also now is in part of his third YouTube channel with over 10 million subscribers. And as well, we also have some major cool outside sources such as burger chains serving millions of customers, and even recently had a collaboration with Shrek himself. And all this started just because of a kid who just really wanted to be a YouTuber. So at the end of the day, this kind of goes to show that if you guys have the drive, if you guys have the effort, and if you guys have the dream and passion, you guys can make almost anything go and happen. So I have to go give a major props and major congratulations for his early 100 million subscribers, and as well, anyone who's ever enjoyed his content. Hope you guys will keep on enjoying as time goes on. If you guys want to go and leave your thoughts and feedbacks down below, if you guys want to maybe leave one of your favorite MrBeast videos down there too as well, feel free to. We'd love to go and hear it. And as well, if you guys made it through this entire video, please make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, or maybe even check me out on Twitch or Twitter in case you guys would like to. And as well, if you guys do enjoy these types of formats on the docu style and everything else, feel free to leave your comments and thoughts down below. We'd love to keep on making more of these if you guys all enjoy watching them. Thank you guys all for spending your time with me, and give me all your thoughts down below. And if you guys want to, leave your comment on who you guys will want us to go and do a deep dive as of next.